watching GVTV News.
Thanks, Gloria, and I'm Randy Hansen. In today's World News headlines, police officer faces murder charge after video shows fatal shooting of Walter Scott. And U.S. speeds weapons deliveries to Saudi Arabia for Yemen campaign. And Obama rejects Israel's demands for Iran nuclear deal. And White House says despite order, Venezuela not a national security threat to the U.S. And U.S. expects to remove Cuba from terrorist list ahead of Panama summit. And DEA says Justice Department tracks billions of U.S. phone records before 9/11. And Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel defeats activist challenger in runoff vote. And Kansas becomes first state to ban second trimester abortion method. And Rand Paul announces presidential candidacy. And Clinton could be next. Mumia Abu Jamal supporters seek independent medical teams after hospitalization. GVTV News is broadcast on Grass Valley Television, a division of Rural Counties Television Network, whose focus is on community involvement. We also air on NCTV. But before these stories, GVTV News would like to thank one of our underwriters who supports your only visual video news media in Nevada County. That's right, it's us, GVTV News. In today's first world news story, a South Carolina police officer has been charged with murder after video showed him shooting an apparently unarmed man who was running away. The shooting happened Saturday morning after North Charleston police officer Michael Slager stopped Walter Scott for a broken brake light. Slager is seen shooting at Scott 8 times as he runs away. Scott's brother, Anthony Scott, said his family is grateful for the witness who came forward with the shooting video and said, and from the beginning when it happened the first day, all we wanted was the truth, and I think through the process we've received the truth. We can't get my brother back, and my family is in deep mourning for that, but through the process of justice being served, I don't think that all police officers are bad cops, but there are some bad ones out there. And I don't want to see anyone get shot down the way my brother got shot down. North Charleston Police Department had initially defended Slager after he was feared for his life and claimed Scott had taken his taser weapon, but video showed Slager shot Scott in the back at a distance of about 15 feet. Video also appears to capture Slager planting an object next to Scott. Video does not appear to show Scott in possession of the officer's stun gun at any time. Scott was father of 4 who served for 2 years in the U.S. Coast Guard. United States is expediting weapons shipments to aid Saudi Arabia's military campaign in Yemen. Wonder why they didn't do that for the Kurds. But Deputy Secretary of State Tony Blinken said the announcement was during a visit to the Saudi capital of Riyadh, and said Saudi Arabia is sending a strong message to the Houthis and their allies that they cannot overrun Yemen by force. As part of the effort, we have expedited weapon deliveries, we have increased our intelligence sharing, and we have established a joint coordinated planning cell in the Saudi Operations Center. Pentagon is warning Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula has seized the opportunity and made direct gains on the ground as a result of Yemen's internal violence. QAP fighters reportedly seized border posts near Saudi Arabia on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the United Nations has warned that more than 100,000 people have been displaced since the Saudi airstrikes began last month. President Obama has rejected Israel's demand for the final nuclear agreement under Iran's recognition of Israel's self-declared right to exist as a Jewish state. Speaking to NPR, Obama said the Iran deal is not a sweeping political accord. He said the notion that we would condition Iran not getting nuclear weapons in a verifiable deal on Iran's recognizing Israel is really akin to saying that we won't align a deal unless the nature of an Iranian regime completely transforms. That is, I think, fundamentally misjudgment. Misjudgment. Funny coming from him. White House is backing off its move, deeming Venezuela a national security threat to the United States. An executive order signed by President Obama last month used the designation to sanction top Venezuelan officials. But speaking to reporters on Tuesday, White House advisor Benjamin Rhodes said the United States does not believe that Venezuela poses some threat to our national security. The statement comes as President Obama prepares for a regional trip that includes a summit of the Organization of American States in Panama. Venezuela officials say they will present Obama with a petition of millions of signatures calling on him to rescind the order. Upcoming Panama summit will include Cuba for the first time. The State Department on Tuesday is expected to remove Cuba from the terror list. In Washington, State Department spokesperson Marie Harf said the summit could see high-level meetings, including between President Obama and Cuba's President Raul Castro. And Harf said, "We expect that there may be a meeting at the upcoming Summit of the Americas. The schedule is not quite confirmed yet, but we will let you folks know as we are able to do so. Nothing to confirm at this point, but there is a chance there will be." A new report shows federal government secretly tracked billions of U.S. phone calls years before the 9/11 attack. According to the USA, the Justice Department and Drug Enforcement Administration collected bulk data for phone calls to dozens of countries deemed to have connections with drug trafficking. The program served as a blueprint for the mass surveillance by the National Security Agency, or the NSA, or Big Brother. Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel has won re-election in hard-fought runoff against challenger Jesus Choi Garcia. Emanuel defeated Garcia with a margin of about 55% to Garcia's 44%. Emanuel celebrated his victory Tuesday night and said, "I have had the good fortune to serve two presidents. I've had the fortune of being elected to Congress. Being a mayor in the city of Chicago is the greatest job I've had and the greatest job in the world. I'm humbled by the opportunity to continue to serve you, the greatest city with the greatest people, for the next 4 years." Manuel raised $23 million for the campaign, more than 3 times Garcia's $6 million. And, well, they let him in again. That's Chicago. Kansas has become the first state in the country to ban a common procedure used during second trimester abortions. On Tuesday, Republican Governor Sam Brownback signed the law based on model legislation from the Anti-Choice National Right to Life Committee, which bans doctors from using instruments to remove a fetus in pieces. It allows exceptions only to save a woman's life or prevent irreversible damage to a major bodily function. Julie Burkhart, founder and CEO of Trust Women and the South Wind Women's Center, the former clinic slain Dr. George Tiller in Wichita, Kansas, said the law is unconstitutional and dangerous because it bans physicians from using a sound medical judgment to decide what is best for their patients. I guess they're not talking about babies, are they? Similarly, measures have already been introduced in Missouri, Oklahoma, and South Carolina. Good for them. Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky has launched his bid for the Republican presidential nomination in 2016. Paul declared his candidacy at an event in Lexington. He said, "We have come to take our country back from the special interests that use Washington as a personal piggy bank, special interests that are more concerned with their personal welfare than general welfare. The Washington machine that gobbles up our freedoms and invades every nook and cranny of our lives must be stopped." Former Senator Hillary Clinton would be the next 2016 candidate, could be the next one to declare. Last week, Clinton's campaign leased an office in Brooklyn, New York, as its headquarters. Supporters of Mumia Abu-Jamal have released new photos of the imprisoned journalist and former Black Panther murderer who killed a police officer, saying he lost some 50 pounds as he covered in hard, leathery, leery, jet black skin. "This is bloody, painful, itchy." His supporters have demanded he be allowed to see an independent team of specialists chosen by his family. And that's it for the World News Today. Now, another thanks to one of our underwriters who supports your only visual video news media in Nevada County. That's right, it's us, GVTV News. By the way, this is the police officer that Mama killed. That's right, it's time for the police blotter and pictures in the blotter, not from these actual events, but used for visual aid only. These public records are obtained from daily logs issued from Nevada County law enforcement. Grass Valley Police Department on Monday, 7:22 a.m., a woman reported a man following her in possible road rage incident in Freeman Lane in Taylorville Road. 8:36 a.m., a man was arrested in 600 block of South Auburn Street in suspicion of failing to register as a sex offender as well as a warrant. 9:56 a.m., a call from Mill on Neal Street reported a man claimed to have found a $4,000 check in the trash and wanted money to turn it over. He could not be located. 1 p.m., a caller from 1200 block at Sutton Way reported a man with an oxygen tank sleeping against a transformer. At 2:34 p.m., a caller from 800 block of Main Street reported an embezzled vehicle. A man was arrested on suspicion of possessing drug paraphernalia. At 3:11 p.m., a caller from 1200 block of Sutton Way reported public urination. No one was located. At 3:50 p.m., a caller from 200 block of Sutton Way reported a man with a beer in his hand loitering in the area. He could not be located. At 5:39 p.m., a caller from business 100 block of Jorsky Drive reported possible having cashed a fraudulent check. At 6:25 p.m., a woman from 1100 block of Sutton Way reported a man said he had cotton fever and fled from a vehicle. And Tuesday, 12:17 a.m., a caller from 400 block of Henderson Street reported a suspicious man walking around a building. At 12:47 a.m., the caller reported he was hiding in the bushes. He could not be located. 12:53 a.m., a caller from 500 block on Mill Street reported hearing a loud bang. In Nevada County Sheriff's Office on Monday, 10:14 a.m., a caller from a business reported someone filled up the trash cans and dumpster. At 10:23 a.m., a caller from 17,000 block of Apache Court reported a dog chasing a horse. At 10:25 a.m., a caller from 18,000 block of Siesta Drive reported 2 women in a physical fight. At 11:53 a.m., a caller from 18,000 block of Indian Springs Road reported a lost or stolen license plate. And 12:17 p.m., a caller from 16,000 block of Aligato Drive reported possible identity theft. 1:19 p.m., a caller from 11,000 block of Meyer Way reported theft of a bicycle. 2:55 p.m., a caller from business 10,000 block of Rough and Ready Highway reported fraudulent use of a credit card. And at 4:29 p.m., a caller from 18,000 block of Gray Oak Drive reported identity theft. And 4:40 p.m., a caller from 16,000 block of Lower Colfax Road reported a man out of control. He was arrested on suspicion of being under the influence of a controlled substance. 4:53 p.m., a caller from 13,000 block of Barker Lane reported a woman walking into a residence, then left when confronted. A report was taken. And 5:12 p.m., a caller from 12,000 block of Wanderer Road reported a rabid possum. 7:14 p.m., a caller from 10,000 block of East Bennett Road reported piles of trash had been set on fire. And 7:17 p.m., a caller from Perimeter Road reported a neighbor was making accusations of witchcraft. 8:07 p.m., a caller from 19,000 block of Outpost Court reported an explosion. There was a prescribed burn going on. At 9 p.m., a man from John Bourne Way and Valley Vista Way reported a telephone cable wire ripped a bicycle off the top of his vehicle. 9:13 p.m., a woman reported people around her house trying to catch her cats outside. She could hear pounding and people saying, "Here, kitty, kitty." 10:30 p.m., a caller from 10,000 block of Oak Drive reported a woman armed with a knife trying to stab a man. He did not want charges. And that's it for the blotter today. Now, another thanks to one of our underwriters who supports your only visual video news media in Nevada County. That's right, it's us, GVTV News. In today's local news headlines, Grass Valley Downtown Association Board talks elections and personal changes. And Dorsey Marketplace project plan withdrawn by applicants to reassess. The Grass Valley Downtown Association Board of Directors met Tuesday morning at the Owl Restaurant in Grass Valley to discuss preparations for the group's spring membership meeting, where the organization and its more than 200 members will address upcoming board elections and recent personal changes. A lot of focus is going on to be where we're at now and what we're doing moving forward, said Chairman Steve Graham. In February, Association Executive Director Julia Jordan abruptly resigned after nearly 3 years on the job and 12 years within the organization. Jordan has been since accepted a position at the Lincoln Area Chamber of Commerce, a new chief executive officer. She also has been elected president of the California Main Street Alliance, a group focused on enhancing historic and traditional commercial districts in the state. In the interim, the association promotion coordinator, Libby Bonamoto, has been assigned to daily work in the organization, with board members stepping in to help out when necessary. Board members aim to shore up the hiring process to replace Jordan and are currently working on the request for proposals and job descriptions for the executive director position. Board treasurer Steve Rosenthal said Tuesday that the board needs to address the association's current financial standing and the personal changes to members at the membership meeting. We need to have some responses prepared when the people ask questions with regards to what's happening and what we're doing, Rosenthal added. There are some discussions of personal issues Tuesday morning, but board members would not publicly address the concerns. Originally, City Manager Bob Richardson had suggested that we get legal counsel and inform the membership. Board member Roxanne Miller said, "This is what has occurred. This is where we're at, and this is where we're going. I don't know if we've got that down yet as far as what we can say. We do need to somehow communicate where we're at." On Tuesday, the board also announced the board secretary, Dolores Jones, had submitted a letter of resignation to the group. Her seat on the board will be one of the four up for election this year. Board member Debbie Lang also will not run for re-election. Graham and Miller, however, will seek re-election for their seats. The group is scheduled to hold a membership meeting April 23rd, Grass Valley Courtyard Suites. Association members interested in running for the board seat must turn in an application to the association downtown office by the end of April. In other business, board members approved the use of group funds for pest control services for its new downtown office, a new 5-year copier contract, and the purchase of new lock and keys for the downtown dumpster area. Associations also spoke with website contractor Doug Farracle of Genco Webworks regarding ramping up advertising and event updates on the group's website. Well, they need a little organization there, I think. We'll see what happens. In a statement submitted to the City of Grass Valley, plans for the proposed Dorsey Marketplace Shopping Center have been withdrawn by Russell Jeter, owner of the property proposed for construction. The project application had been filed by Jeter with the City of Grass Valley in late March. On behalf of Russell D. Jeter, our Jeter Family Trust, project applicants, and the Dorsey Marketplace, we respectfully wish to withdraw the application request at this time, reads the statement from Dale T. Creighton of SCO Planning and Engineering, Inc. The Dorsey Marketplace Place has the opportunity to address many issues related to economic and service needs of the community, while at the same time the community character and the Grass Valley sense of place must be carefully evaluated to ensure that the project can enhance both. With the goal of bringing a balanced project to the city and can capture some of the retail purchasing activity that is now leaving the area, along with the equal effort of attention to design and place, we wish to withdraw the application process at this time to allow us additional time to reassess some of the design components of the proposal. Thank you for consideration of the matter. I look forward to working with you in the future. With the goals of bringing a balanced project to the city that can capture some of the retail purchasing activity that is now leaving the area, along with equal efforts, it does seem that they are trying to work with our community. And something like Trader Joe's or something like that. Now that I don't have a business downtown, Walmart sounds great, but that's just me. Anyway, have a good day, have a good weekend. Talk to you Monday.
Seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon, I could go to space. With the air like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Grass Valley Television brings you local and world news, and we broadcast our 30-minute show 6 times a day on NCTV, Public Access, Comcast Cable, Channel 11 and 18. Also, we're on Sudden Link, Channel 16 and 18. We have 3 amazing series: Music, a 30-minute weekly show that airs 4 times a week, and Pride, Integrity, Guts, and Service, hosted by Sheriff Keith Royal and me on a bi-monthly series, plays 4 times a week. We're your community media, and if you have a business and would like to underwrite our shows, we offer almost 200 30-second spots a month on Comcast and Sudden Link. We also stream live on NevadaCountyTV.org and video on demand there, and our own websites, GVTV.org and GrassValleyTelevision.com. We also post to several Facebook pages and YouTube, Vimeo, Blip.tv, and many other sites on the web where we mirror our shows. We provide 30-second spots and a 60-second spot for you to embed on your webpage or whatever you want to do with it. For more information, you can call us at 362-8889 or email grassvalleytelevision@gmail.com. We will be happy to explain how your support of us will help us support you. Grass Valley Television also does special programs in the community, and we also mention our underwriters and make sure your customers will see what you do when you're open and where you are. We thank the many businesses that already have supported us: Christopher's Deli and Catering, Station House, D. Martini's Spring Hill Pharmacy, Grass Valley Eye Care, Serendipity, B&C Hardware, Booktown, Ron's Real Records, S&K Auto Repair, Centerville Auto, and many more. We have a Happy New Year's special right now that will give you 2 free weeks of free exposure. Don't miss out. Find out how affordable and rewarding your support can be. You can also get our broadcast on smartphones and tablets and laptops. We reach about 80% of Nevada County. Give us a try.